What is a RINO? Not that kind, this kind. Republican in name only. The phrase has been around for more than a century and it's making a return thanks to a new wave of Republicans. Let me explain. A RINO, according to Political Dictionary, is a disparaging term that refers to a Republican candidate whose political views are seen as insufficiently conforming to the party line. But the meaning and usage has changed over time. From political ads to campaign-style rallies.
He's a grandstanding RINO.
There's been a lot of RINO slinging in the GOP. For most of his life, attorney Douglas Lipsky has been a diehard Republican, campaigning for every one of his party's presidential nominees, from former Senator Bob Dole to Senator Mitt Romney. But the political party Lipsky grew to know and love is changing, leading him to ask, who are the RINOs and who are the real Republicans?
The people that are now tossed around this term are those that are really just like hijacked the party, those that are totally detached from what actually it means to be a Republican.
One of them, according to Lipsky, is former President Donald Trump. In the past year, Trump sent multiple tweets calling Republicans RINOs, including congressional Republicans who recognized Joe Biden as the winner of the 2020 election, and those who voted to impeach him, making the term now mean those who lack loyalty.
In American politics, you've only got two teams.
Dan Judy is a Republican strategist, consultant, and vice president at North Star Opinion Research. His firm conducts public opinion polling for Republicans.
I think, over the last 10 dozen years where this sort of team mentality has become more a tribal mentality, it takes on an even stronger connotation, because you say this person, they're not just on our team, they're not one of us. And so I think that's why you're seeing, the RINO label maybe thrown around more than it used to be.
But the term RINO didn't start out that way.
Initially, it was about ideology, where a real Republican was conservative. A Republican in name only was a moderate, or maybe even a liberal Republican. Aren't many liberal Republicans left, but now the term is not ideological at all.
One of the first documented uses of the term dates back to 1865 in this Pennsylvania newspaper. Decades later, it became popularized during Teddy Roosevelt's fight to control the party. At the time, the Los Angeles Herald wrote, Mr. Roosevelt, according to Republicans who have found fault with his utterances, is a Republican in name only. Fast forward to the 90s, when buttons with a red slash drew the picture of a RINO donned the lapels of political candidates. Then, during the 2010 midterm election, the Tea Party used the phrase RINO to disparage primary incumbents who they claim were not conservative enough. That same strategy is seemingly playing out with the new class of RINOs.
I would like to, vote Republican once again, but these current leaders aren't exactly welcoming us back. That I'm a RINO to.
What are your thoughts on the Republicans' use of the term RINO? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to rate this story using our bias meter.